What's going on, everybody? Taylor from FTR back with another vlog. Today we're going to be going over our goals for 2026, and we're also going to be kicking off our mini series to start off the year, which is going to be showing one animal that is under 300 grams, one animal that's over 300 grams, one animal that's going to be our highlight animal of the week that's for sale, and then one adult animal. So I don't want to be just showing off small stuff all year. One of the things that we do here is trying to make animals that are beautiful as they age. So I want to show off some really nice adult animals this year and just show off what they look like as they get older. And that's why we're going to be showing kind of 3 different stages throughout the year when we're doing this little mini series and showing off animals as they grow. I just want to go over our 2026 goals. We're looking to have our biggest year in clutch totals. With that, we're looking to have in between 15 and 20 clutches this year, which is not too much more than we've had in the past, but it's a little bit. And each of those clutches are going to be coming with more and more animals to take care of. I don't really want to shoot for 30 or 40 clutches this year like we potentially could. I'd rather keep the numbers small and shoot for the best things that we can possibly make with the animals that we currently have. With those clutches, I like to shoot for 1 to 2 holdbacks per clutch. Generally either a male and a female, or 2 females and take a male from another clutch, or use one of the males that we have growing up or something along those lines. So that's the way I look into each individual clutch, because if I'm not looking to hold back something from every clutch, then I don't see a need of making those clutches. I'm not just making animals just to produce animals just to sell. I'm really in it for making holdbacks. So 1 to 2 holdbacks per clutch is what we shoot for. Obviously those numbers might fluctuate depending on if it's a really good clutch or if the clutch doesn't hit the odds that we want to. And then kind of everything else is going to be the byproduct and what goes for sale. But we're really shooting for really high-end project stuff this year. Almost every single clutch we do, aside from maybe a handful, is going to be double recessive based stuff. So either making double visuals, visual hets, or double hets. That's the way that we're going to be doing the entire year. This year we should be doing a lot more visual stuff than making hets, just because we've grown up the double het stuff for the past couple years. So we're going to be looking to make some really cool stuff this year, and not just double visual singles. We're going to be doing a lot of other codoms and dominant genes in those projects as well. With the amount of revenue we're doing, we're looking to almost triple what we did last year. Last year was a really good year for us, but we didn't do a lot of clutches. So with us not doing clutches and still having a really good year in sales, one, we produced some really cool animals in those small amount of clutches that we did. And the second thing was we just had a little bit of overflow from the previous year. Well, I guess the start of the year, where we didn't sell everything right away. We were moving, so stuff kind of got held back a little bit longer, and then it got sold, which made it a really good year. We also sold out all of our geckos, so that was just something that added to the amount of money we were bringing in, because we weren't producing the geckos anymore and we were selling them. With everything being said, this should be our best year for what we are able to produce, the amount of clutches we make. Again, not going overboard with the amount of clutches, in my opinion. I have taken care of a lot of snakes and a lot of reptiles in general in the past, so it's not like I'm jumping into this not knowing what I'm expecting. And just looking to do some new things with our marketing and our sales. I do have a pretty good sales background. I've been in sales for about 15 years now, so I'm looking to use some of the things that I've done in other jobs and other industries and bringing that over to the reptiles. Some new ideas that we're going to try and see if it works, and if it doesn't, we can always resort back to what we did before. But we're really excited to have some new ideas, and one of those being the little mini series that we're going to be getting into right about now. So again, we're going to be doing one snake under 300 grams. I want to show off something that we're excited to grow up. It's typically the stuff under 300 grams that we're going to be showing is stuff that we're going to be holding back. We're going to do one thing over 300 grams. That might be a male that's getting ready to breed, or a female that's kind of past that baby stage and just starting to look more like an adult animal. And then we're going to be showing one showcase animal each and every week that is for sale and available. That might be something that's just pet quality, that looks really cool, that someone could take home as a pet and have a really nice animal as a pet. Or it might be something that is more kind of project level, project based. We're going to be mixing those out throughout the week. So if you are interested in anything that we show, even if it's in the other two categories, then reach out because it might be available. We're always willing to take offers on things. Everything's not going to be for sale, but I'm willing to hear offers on anything really. And then the last thing that we're going to show is an adult. I really want to showcase the adults this year. It's something I think gets overlooked a little bit in the industry where everyone's just showing babies, when everyone is under the impression we're like, oh, we all want to produce animals that are really good when they're adults, and then no one shows the adults off as much. So I think that we're going to be showing a lot more adults off this year, and the ones that are growing really well, and we're going to show off some stuff that isn't growing really well so that people can see what works and what doesn't in our eyes. And you guys might have different opinions on everything, but that's what we're going to do. So let's start off. We're going to show off the first animal, and that's going to be an animal that is under 300 grams. The first animal that I want to show off today is this leopard fire yellow belly, 100% het clown, possible het pied. We have actually done no shed testing yet. Just with our move last year and with how it is in Canada, we are going to be doing a lot of shed testing over the next few months, but we just haven't done any yet. This is something that I, going back to the old school ways, do believe that it's going to be 100% het pied. That's why we held her back. Of course, it is a female. So really excited for this. I'm actually not the biggest fan of leopard in a lot of stuff, but I think it can work really good in clown, obviously, and I'm hoping that can be transitioned over to clown pied. So this is a female that I'm really excited to have. She was a little bit slow start to get eating, but now she's packing on the food. So she's really, really nice looking. I love the pattern on her. The fire dolling it out a little bit, but then the yellow belly bringing up the nice flared sides, opening up the keyholes a little bit, and just adding a lot of busyness to the bottom side of the pattern. The het pied, can't really see any tracks or anything on this one just because of the yellow belly and of the other genes. It kind of takes the tracks away that you might typically see in some het pieds. Obviously not something that you can guarantee is going to be het pied just because you see it, because we've had some animals that had those that did not prove out het pied in the past before the shed testing days. But really, really nice female that I'm really excited to have. Hopefully I can go through this part of the video without getting bit. If anyone could guess, this is a het puzzle, and they like to bite. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so as you can see, het puzzles get a little bit more snappy. Typically once you get them out, once you get them holding, they're okay. But they do have that more of an aggressive feeding response, I should say. But that's good, they grow well. This is one of the females that we are going to be letting go. Originally I was going to keep her. We just have some stuff that we have that has a couple more genes in it, so we are going to be getting rid of this girl. This is a vanilla pinstripe 100% het puzzle female. She's absolutely gorgeous for what she is. The pinstripe and the vanilla I think work really well together. We have a couple bigger females that are like this as well, with the DG in it. And that's just one reason why we're not looking to keep this girl. But this girl is absolutely amazing. She's a little bit balled up right now. She might get a little bit scared. But she's really, really gorgeous. Vanilla works absolutely amazing in puzzle, and that's the main reason we kept her. There hasn't been too much done with the pinstripe puzzle stuff. I think people have went away from it. I think there's still an avenue to go with it. It might not be something that everyone's going after, but I do think it's something that it still has a little bit of potential, maybe to get some really jagged looking pattern if you can produce some stuff that complements it as well. So this girl will be going up on Morph Market. If you're watching this video, I'm gonna give anyone watching our YouTube video the first crack at it. So if you want to hit us up on this female, then reach out. You have about, I would say, 4 or 5 days before I post her on Morph Market and other platforms so that we can get her up for sale. But if you're watching this video and this is something that you might be interested in, then reach out. Again, she's a vanilla pinstripe 100% het puzzle girl. So the snake that I'm going to be showing off today that is over 300 grams is this absolutely gorgeous vanilla puzzle. So I've said this in many videos and you'll hear me say it a lot more. I believe that vanilla looks absolutely amazing in puzzle. Once you start stacking other genes on it, I think there's so much to do. I think it resembles the Desert Ghost puzzle stuff a very slight bit, and I think adding some really cool genes like lace, like yellow belly, I think even black pastel would look absolutely amazing with vanilla in puzzle. It really acts well with the side pattern as well. All the vanilla puzzles I've seen, the side pattern is just very busy on them, and you still get that really bright, nice look to it as well. She's absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait until she gets a little bit more size on her and I can upgrade her into a bigger rack and hopefully be able to get some eggs from her in the future. Really excited. I have a couple counterparts to go with her as well. So she's something I'm really looking forward to, and hopefully mixing it with the Desert Ghost as well in the future. This girl I'm going to be a little bit more gentle with, just because I do expect some eggs from her in the near future, hopefully. So this girl, one of the more stunning animals that we have in our collection, and not necessarily for genetic wise, but just her looks. She's absolutely gorgeous. This girl here is an Orange Dream Yellow Belly Calico female. She is absolutely amazing. I love the way that she looks. The oranges, the whites, even the browns on her are just absolutely stunning. She is one of the more gorgeous animals as an adult. Calico just works so well with Orange Dream and Yellow Belly, and this, you see her just really showing off every little ounce of what all three genes really bring, and something I can open the bin up and not really have to read an extremely long card on her tub, but just knowing that every time I open up this bin, it is going to look absolutely stunning. And this is one of the reasons why we do it. This is an animal that is absolutely gorgeous. You can just open up that bin and just stare at the glory of it. Very, very stunning looking every time you open up the tub. And something I don't think I would ever get rid of, even if we outgrow the genetics. I think she's one animal that I can be happy with opening up the tub every single day. And she's going to be staying around for a long time here, and we'll always find something to breed to her, because this is something that you can just make some really, really quality pet animals with. So that's our vlog for the week, everybody. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. We're going to be doing this every single Friday, and then we're going to be mixing in some other videos along the way as well. But until we really get into the heat of our breeding season, this is kind of what we're going to do to pass the time from now to then. Incubators should be filling up very shortly. We should have lots of eggs on the ground. We'll be still doing our egg cutting videos and everything once we get into that part of the season. But as of right now, we're going to be doing some just housekeeping stuff. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.